Hi friends and family, it's me again. Your girl Kimmy Lemon. So just to cut to the chase, this next video is about my sexual assault incidents and my experiences. I will not go into depth because I don't believe that's necessary for as long as the main message is out there. I feel like that's good enough. You know, I'm still on that journey of self-healing. I'm not ready to explicitly tell everything. So I hope you guys can appreciate and respect that. So basically, at around the age of 3 or 4, we used to have someone who used to live with us, and they sexually took advantage of me. Now, of course, at that time, I did not understand what was going on. However, I do remember to certain extents what had happened. And this person would bring me into their room, would undress me, and would just do other horrible acts that no one could possibly ever think of. I do not wish this on anybody's child or anybody at all, you know. I feel like it's a horrifying experience that someone has to go through already. However, growing up, I had trigger what's the word? Trigger warnings, trigger effects. I'm not sure if that makes sense. I'm sorry, I'm no mental health expert. But I was triggered by certain things that would take me back to when I was around 3 or 4. And the more I grew up, the more I understood the gravity of what had happened. I never told anybody about it. I kept quiet, and I had always told myself that I would take this situation to the grave. Fast forward to when I was 18 years old, I got sexually assaulted by someone that I knew in Vancouver, Canada. So a lot of people always had questions like, how did you move from Canada to America so suddenly? And to be honest, it's out there now. That's one of the main reasons why I moved from Canada. Again, I was assaulted by somebody that I knew. And this was also something that I kept to myself. You know, my own mother only came and found out about this incident probably about 2 or 3 months later. The authorities in Vancouver, Canada had asked if I wanted to file a report. And, you know, at that time I just wasn't ready. And at that time, I was like, my mental health had just hit a brick wall, and I didn't want to put myself through that roller coaster. Now, this might come as a surprise to a lot of you guys, especially my friends and family, because this is not something I've openly spoken about. This is something I haven't felt comfortable enough with sharing, and I finally found the strength to just talk about it, because I believe that's one of the steps to, you know, self-healing, you know, acceptance and then healing. But I'm better now. You know, I don't want to say I talk about it more, but I definitely talk about it more than I did before. Now, with this whole experience, it's just be kind to people. You know, you never know what someone's going through. Sometimes just take a step back. Even if there's disagreements, just take a step back. We all don't know what someone's going through. Everybody's story is different, you know. Again, I don't know if this video will be of help to someone, but this is just me talking to you guys through a camera. And yeah, and I thought I would share about this because this is something that's genuinely just affected me. Now, people have asked, is this something that affected your relationship with people? And definitely, heck yeah, it has. It's affected my relationship with my friends, my family, and just other different relationships. I find it harder to trust men. I find it harder to, you know, just trust their genuine instincts, you know. Like, sometimes, I'm sorry, it just comes naturally. Yeah, I do have a habit of judging men because this is just my trauma, you know. But I am healing. I'm doing way, 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 way better. And again, that's my story. Thanks for listening, and I shall see y'all in the next segment.